Uh, Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Okay, today we can learn into the whatever we have did on the previous video for CRUD operations for Spring Boot with the CRUD operations. Here we have written the one controller class. In this controller class, I will explain you what are the interview questions it will be asked. Okay, main this control class they will ask what is the difference between get mapping and post mapping, and get mapping and post mapping, what is the difference. They will ask get mapping time we are passing on only for URL, you are not passing the request body, and here post mapping time we are passing as a request body is there. Request body is a student object is there here, and here get mapping time we are passing a path parameter, path argument. This path argument should be id or name or whatever is required for you. Okay, based on that, here also we are passing as a name is a URL, and after that we are passing is request param is passing. Here main difference here these two methods, @path parameter and @request parameter, they will ask the both what is the difference between both differences, @path parameter and request parameter. Okay, next they will ask one more question, put, post and get, what is the difference between both. In these three they will ask to here. Okay, what is the difference between these two, in these three, what is the difference between these three methods, when we can use, where we can use, we can use these methods. Okay, what is the difference between main post and put mapping. Okay, post mapping time it will be create the new resource, it not update an existing one resource. Okay, here put mapping time it will be update the existing record, like that it will be happens. Okay, now we can go for some of the interview questions here. This is the GitHub repository. In this Git repository I have at the one document here. You can accessible on through internet. We can Google it, this one it will be coming here. What is the Spring Boot application? Spring Boot framework, it will be set up into the whole required information, like boilerplate of information, like no need to focus on how we can where you can deploy, how we can run the application, like Tomcat is required for publications, any like that. This is no need for, like an inbuilt Tomcat is there, and you need to focus on business logic only. And okay, next how we can create the Spring Boot application. By using Spring Initializr, you can create the Spring Boot application. Okay, what is the purpose of the application.property file? Application.property file, we can use behavior of the change of the your application. We can use this one, like port numbers or whatever is database connection, JPA annotations, suppose it will be any connection details, any labels, any changes is there, we can write on here. We can discuss on later videos this one. Okay, next question they will ask, at the rate Spring Boot application annotation, what is the use of this one, what is the role of this one. Okay, it's a at Spring Boot application, it's on internally it will be called two annotations is there. Okay, enable auto-wire configuration is there, and component scan. This three annotations combination of this at Spring Boot configuration. Okay, we'll discuss with one by one. Configuration we are mentioned is the class level annotation. If you declare as a class level annotation for this one, if you inside that you can mention is the beans and all. Okay, basically when we can use this configuration annotation, suppose you need on some utility beans or any other some predefined beans is required for run the application, on the time we can use this one. Okay, Spring container, what will happens, it will be read the whole properties, whole classes. Spring container, it will be read the whole classes, which classes have a thread configuration is there, it will be read the first that class have how many beans is there, what are the beans differences there, this whole it will be read. And here auto configuration, auto configuration means suppose any auto configuration classes is there. For example, we have to mention is the JPA starter dependency on Spring. Okay, suppose JPA starter dependency we are adding on. Based on that JPA starter dependency, we have to create the connection properties and all. Because of that we can use. And here component scan it will be read the what are the packages is the main package. It's on suppose if you want to read the other packages, we can mention through 2 or 3 packages through. Here extend method is there, that execute method is there, that execute method we are passing is number of arguments. Okay, this is the main annotation for Spring Boot application. Okay, next we can go for entity annotation. This is the JP annotation. It's on like a JP entity classes. This annotation is marked as a mapping into the your Pojo class and here database. Both should be mapped. Here he's a student. Student is there. Student table is based on that student table. It will map the data. What are the fields is there? It will be mapping into the database to here. And here repository annotation. This is the interface time, like DTO layer we can mention. DTO layer means data yeah, database interaction time. We can use this repository annotation. This is the interface. This interface is extendable of CRUD repository and CRUD repository or JPA repository. It's on both of same. It's an extendable classes of that one. For this CRUD repository we have mentioned is a student and long value. This long value should be ID. Whatever is passing on ID here, this is ID should become here. Okay, here simple I will return here. It's a students find by name contains. Okay, find by name contains. It's a whatever is passing on this one is a like condition should be called. Okay, it's a what is the names should become. This method build find by and find by ID, find by name, find by data, like based on that I can mention. Okay, this is custom methods. It's a JPA. When they implementing on this interface, it will be used. And the next, if you go for service annotation, service annotation, and here introduction should become repository and service. What is the difference? Okay, repository, if you mention is the repository annotation, it will be using of DB operations. Suppose any DB exception, DB issues is coming in the situation, we can handle this. Any errors is coming, like service means it's on only business logic implementations time we can use service layer here. Okay, here if you see this class here, here I'm not written the any annotations. Annotation is there here. Okay, through constructor level I am setting this value. Okay, this is the best way to auto wire and constructor way annotations. Constructor way implementation is good. Okay, if you use on some constructor when the object is creating for this it's on student service, it automatically inject this object and it will be used. Same as what is the REST controller. REST controller is a combination of controller and request body. Okay, here REST controller we can use REST controller we can use into the API calls for API implementations time, like we want to write down your own APIs on the situation we can use RESTful services time. Okay, we can use this annotation. Okay, here request body is there. Say here request mapping is there. It's on we mention is the class level this method. If we mention is the class level for this one, this whole URL it will be mapped into the other methods also. It's automatically should be methods. And okay, it's the same base methods of this one. Okay, here HTTP methods, it's specified is a mapping of annotations. Okay, here this is the main important. They will ask what is the HTTP methods is there on how we can write on the RESTful services controller time, API time we can use. Okay, here get and post and put and delete. Okay, get and post and put mapping is there. It will be passing an ID for argument for both delete time, also put mapping also. This whole implementation. If you see the IntelliJ IDEA also same, I have implemented like different small different logic. Okay, here I will discuss before we discuss with the here post and put mapping differences here. What is the difference? What is the use of this one? Here both we are passing is a request body and request body. Here path parameter also we are passing an extra for this put mapping time. Put mapping time. Why we can passing it a path parameter? This ID should be used for that. Okay, and here what is the iterate path parameter? Path parameter, what is the use? This whatever is argument you're passing an ID, this path parameter should be called, and it will get it will pass the service layer will get the data. Yes, next here iterate request body. Request body you can use the whole JSON data for you need to pass one request. Whatever is request is coming on server, it will be read here. Okay, it's a query parameter. Query parameter we are passing as a question mark argument like a search and with name. We can pass like you can question mark. We can pass. We'll discuss with later one more video for this path parameter. Recall this whole things. And repository annotations, repository annotation find by name, find by all, save. This is all common methods for that one. Okay, if you want to extend the customized queries like if you declare as if you they will ask on can you customize the queries, you can possible is there. Here is the possible is there. And at that path at that request here at that repository classes. The repository class interface is a CRUD repository annotation is there. CRUD repository interface we are using on that. Okay, here is the find by name, find by data, but before and find by name with conditions, assigning order, assigning order. If you run this one internally, that query should be generated internally. We can see that one by one. Okay, yeah. Today video it's on through interview questions. So these are the interview questions they will ask. We can look into some other interview questions also. Second, one more video I can do. Okay, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and like and share. If you need any like interview questions or any questions they will asking on, if you not understanding my explanation, I will do on my level best. Yeah, thank you for